Hey, Dr. Alain Desaulniers here. I am founder of TribeX Breakthrough Coaching and Training, and welcome to another episode of whatever the hell this is. I don't even know what what this is called. I've been racking my brain for literally for months trying to figure out what should I call these daily segments or these weekly segments or these things that I'm doing where I'll come on, I want to share a story and a lesson and a call to action and something, but I don't even know what I'm calling it. So won't you join me? So we are smack dab in the beginning of fall here in Canada, here in North America, here in the Northern Hemisphere. And kids are, my oldest daughter is back in preschool, and kids are back in school. Granted it's 2020 and this has been a fucking weird year for routines and all kinds of shit, right? It's kind of been all over the place. But for the most part, we're doing our best to get back into routines, into rituals so that, summer's all done and we're trying to get it done, right? And so the end of the year is coming and we want to finish strong. And anybody who's paying attention to, to this and watches and follows me at all knows that, this is what we're all about. We're all about finishing strong, about living strong, about being our best, and about having a fulfilling, joy-filled, purpose-filled life, right? So I started looking at, so my daughter started preschool again this week, and so we're like, okay, so we've got this different schedule, and so I started looking at my own schedule and started looking at my own rituals, my own routines, daily things. Because again, if you've been through any of my programs or seen me speak or anything like that, you know that that's something that I talk about a lot. The number one hack for living an awesome life, whether it be in relationships, whether it be in business, whether it be in your health and fitness. All of it comes down to the number one hack is not even a hack, it's a habit. It's something that we do continuously. It's something that we do, daily, day in and day out. So I started looking at all of these things. What are the things that I'm doing and what's serving me, what's not? As I was doing it a little bit ago, maybe a couple weeks ago, I came across a phrase that I told myself as I was running through the different things that I do. I ran over a phrase, told myself this one thing that nearly, had I listened to it, had I paid attention, had I followed through with this thought, would have absolutely murdered in cold blood, murdered, just dead on the spot, would have just killed my progress. And that's this. I know that already. I mean, how many times have you been on a Zoom call? How many times have you been to a program? How many times have you read a book or you were going to see something and you just saw maybe the headline, you heard somebody starting to talk about something and your first thought was, oh, I know that already. I know that already. And so all of a sudden what starts to happen is you start to go, I don't need to pay. I know that already, so I don't need to pay attention. I'm just going to skip ahead until something that I don't know. Right? And that's exactly what happened to me. I went across some things about, I was learning some things about my morning process or my morning routine. And this is something that over the years that I've refined and dialed in and changed and, I teach all over the place. This idea of, creating an awesome morning routine to really create and own your day. And there's been books and all kinds of stuff. And there's something that I came across that I thought, oh my gosh, this was it. Had I listened to that, I know this already, and skipped over it, I'm good with my morning routine. I don't need to know anything about it. I know how to develop it. I know how to, I know how to create it. I know how to do it, whatever. It would have absolutely murdered my success, murdered my progress. And so I just wanted to actually show you guys because I got this great package from an author, coach, entrepreneur, Craig Ballantyne, who is just awesome. And if you have not seen him online, you may be living under a rock or I don't know, but you should see this guy. So, and it's this, so I got this awesome package from Craig about, here you go, the Perfect Day Formula. Hello. There's all kinds of stuff here and I just want to, hey, why don't we just do an unboxing? I've always wanted to do these unboxing videos that I see people do and because they're so exciting. And so let's do it. So let's go. And I'll go through this with you. So The perfect day formula. It came in, there's this awesome box, which I'll open in a second. There's the perfect day formula. And I love this about this. So perfect day formula. Who doesn't want to have a perfect day? Number one. Hey, great. Formula. This is something that is so key. So many times when we think about and go about changing things in our lives, so many times it's just these ideas, these concepts rather than actionable things. So formula means there's a beginning and an end. You do this, this, and this, and you get this, right? Formula. Gratitude journal. Perfect. Perfect week formula. Build your business around your life, not your life around your business. I like that. And I think this is his newest book here, I believe. When was this? 2018, yeah. Unstoppable. How to get through hell, overcome anxiety, and dominate in business and life. We can all use a bit of this, right? This is awesome. I can't wait to get into this. Let's move this. Oh, look at this. Perfect day formula. I like these boxes here. Let's see what's in here. All right, look at this guy. Look at that handsome devil there. Mr. Ballantyne of the Perfect Day Formula. This book, The Perfect Day Formula, which I got, actually I've had this book for a while. It's interesting that this book was on my, I have it on my iPad, the ebook version of it, and I've had it for a while, but didn't read it. It was just part of the queue. I've got like a whole bunch of books that I want to get through. And part of a program that I'm doing, I have to, or I guess I'm choosing to this program, doing this program I'm doing, I have to read at least 10 pages of nonfiction, personal or business development every single day. And so I got through a couple of Russell Brunson's books, which I've been wanting to get through forever, and they're absolutely fucking awesome. And then I decided to pick up this because of the idea that, oh, I know this already. And I'm so glad that I did pick this up, because the idea that I got from here, actually, let's look at this other stuff first before I give you that thing. So perfect day formula, how to own the day and control your life. And so he goes through some different steps as to how to do that. And these are all things, I'm guessing here, because I've not seen this before, these are all things that accompany the book to allow you to take action. So you've got the perfect day script, most important tasks today, other tasks, brain dump, important to do at the end of the day, get all that shit out of your head. We've got, all kinds of great stuff here. The kit, where to start. I like this. I love stuff like this where there's like, start here, do this, do that, do that, do that. Now this, now that. Perfect day script. More of it. Work-life balance assessment, creating your life vision. I like that. Look at these. This is awesome stuff. I love stuff that I don't just read conceptually, but that I actually have to do stuff. I love workbooks and shit like that. Yes. If you've ever been to any of my programs, you know that too. I love going through stuff like that. Rule creation workbook. Awesome. Goal setting workbook. Awesome. Perfect day transformation guide. Awesome. Golden tickets. I love golden tickets. And is this the last thing here? This is the last thing. The Perfect Day Formula Gratitude Journal 2.0. Oh, I think this is the same one. Oh, nice. I've got two of these. Perfect Day 2.0. Now, I'm going to see if I can find real quick, because I highlighted it in this book here, this line that I read that totally transformed everything for me. And I'll tell you why that is in a second here. And it was early on. And it may seem super insignificant. Here it is. I highlighted it. Super insignificant. But this is the line here. And I'll tell you what I got out of it. Success is simple once you accept how hard it is. Once you accept how hard it is, success is simple. Now, what did I get out of that? And what is in it for you? This idea that, that success is, that we want to be in flow and we want to work with our zones of genius and we just want to be doing things that we love and not doing things that we hate. That life should just flow and there should be ease and grace and all of those things, which are absolutely fantastic and absolutely, that's true. But here's what happens. The moment that we come across something that is difficult, the moment that we come across something that is challenging, we decide, no, I'm not going to do it. And that's the one thing that I came up with in my morning time. I was realizing that in my morning routine, that I like. There's so like I would just wake up like I've got a 10-month-old at home. I've got a 4-year-old. You know, my wife co-sleeps with our 10-month-old, so I sleep downstairs right now because I also get up early. Don't want to wake all the girls up, and you know, I'm in a house of girls. I'm in a house of girls, and you don't want to piss them off. So I do my best to stay quiet in the morning, and I was noticing that my morning time was getting to be difficult. It was difficult. The one thing that was difficult was that I wasn't getting up. So no shit, right? I wasn't getting it done. And so when I'm not getting it done, when I'm not getting up in the morning, it makes it very difficult. And what I was noticing was that like when I would get up, or my alarm would wake me up, I turn the snooze thing off. Now, why I turned the snooze function on my phone again, on my alarm, I allowed it, not a good thing. That's one of the things Craig talks about in the Perfect Life formula here, is get rid of the snooze button. It seems so easy, but it's simple, but not always easy. And so I was noticing that it was just like I was getting up, and I was just tired. And I had this story in my mind, and this is another thing, that the stories that I tell myself today create the actions that I'll take tomorrow. The stories that you tell yourself today dictate your life tomorrow. So the story that I was telling myself in that moment, that, oh, I'm tired, this is too hard, and so I'm going to stay in bed a little bit longer. And a little bit longer became a lot longer. And a lot longer means, oh my God, my daughter wakes me up, and then I've got to get shit done for the family. I've got to make her breakfast. I've got to get ready to go to my office. I've got, you know, all this stuff. And all of a sudden, I don't have the time for myself. And I just feel like shit because I didn't take the most important time of the day for me and to get myself ready, to get myself equipped, to put my armor on so I can face the day, so I can face life. And when I read this, that success is simple once you accept how hard it is. And so in that moment, I said, yeah, like that moment of being hard is okay. That moment of challenge is okay. Right? We're so accustomed to this idea that if you want success, it's just going to be a grind. You just got to grind. It's just hustle. And that's bullshit. But there are moments of that. There are periods of that. There are seasons of that. And if we don't accept that what it's going to take is what it's going to take, then we're not going to get it. And we complicate the shit out of everything. But once you accept how hard it is, success becomes simple. And so the very next morning after I read that, which is not too long ago, maybe a week ago or so, the next morning I woke up and I thought about that. I really wanted to just hit the snooze button. I really didn't want to get up. I hadn't slept well the night before. My daughter woke up in the middle of the night and I was tending to her. So I didn't sleep all that well. So I had every excuse in the book to not do it. But I realized this is a moment of challenge. This is a moment where it's hard. And I accept that. I just allowed it to be difficult. Once you just allow things to be, then you can see things for what they are. It was just resistance. So I pushed through that resistance and I got my fucking ass out of bed. And for the next few minutes, I wondered whether or not that was a smart decision. Then I got into my morning routine. Got my cup of coffee. Got my stuff done. Felt like $1 million after that. And I own that day. And that started with just the idea of accepting that sometimes things are going to be hard. That sometimes if I choose the hard road, getting up 4:45 in the morning, you know, Craig here is, I think he gets up like 3:57 or some shit like that. Once we accept that there's going to be moments of grind, there's going to be moments of hustle, there's going to be moments where we're going to need to put aside the momentary comfort, the momentary mouth pleasure, the momentary body pleasure of just being comfortable, then everything else becomes what we want it to be. And that is a form of self-love. Is allowing things to be difficult, allowing things to be hard, so that you can eventually have the life that you want. So eventually you can be the person that you want to be. That's what it is. So success is simple once you accept how hard it is. Now, is it always going to be hard? No. The more I did my morning routine, the easier it got. And it went through phases. And maybe that'll be another message for another time. There's 3 phases of developing ritual. But that one little thing, and it started with me pushing through the idea that I already know this. So where in your life across your relationships, where in your life across your business, across your health and fitness, across your body, across your soul and your purpose and your connection, are you telling yourself, I know this already. I know that already. I don't need to listen. I don't know, have you considered that just moving that aside for just a second can allow you to have the greatest transformation, to have the greatest revelation, to have the greatest opportunity for growth and transformation? Because there's always another level. There's always another little nuance. And if you're looking for it, then revelation is there. So, check out. This is not a paid ad, by the way. Check out The Perfect Day Formula by Craig Ballantyne. This guy's, he's just a beast. He's awesome. And ask yourself that question. Where across my body, my relationships, my business, my connection with my purpose, am I bypassing revelation by saying, I know this already? All right? So until next time, I'm Dr. Alain Desaulniers, founder of TribeX, Breakthrough Coaching and Training. Have an awesome, awesome day.